You're listening to the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
And right now, it's always a pleasure to welcome my next guest into the studio. And it's Councillor Dorothy Gardner, who is the 40th Mayor of South Ribble. So a very good morning to you and Happy New Year.
Good morning and thank you.
Even though it seems so long ago.
It does.
A question, I've never asked, and I just thought about it. You know how things come to you out of the blue, you're doing something, and something suddenly comes to mind. Are you the first female mayor of South Ribble?
Oh, no.
Ah.
Oh, no, there's been other females.
Is that
we've
right?
We've had Margaret Smears, we've had Cass Beattie, Dorothy, another Dorothy.
Another Dorothy,
yeah.
Yes. And we were also just talking because Noelle, who's next door, one of our one of the Chat City team rather, was saying to me when she knew that Councillor Gardner was coming in, how on earth do you cope with being, a wife and running a home and being Mayor of South Ribble? So this is especially for her next door.
My vegetables are all cut up for tonight's tea because my daughter's coming round. We're going out
lovely.
tonight together. Melvin can't come with me tonight, so my daughter's joining me. But the vegetables are on and the meat is in the slow cooker.
So there you are, you see.
You've just got to plan ahead.
And modern technology with slow cookers and things these days are helpful.
Yes, I've got a piece of beef in the slow cooker for tonight. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
And since we last met, constantly there's engagements nearly every day. On I think was it Monday of this week? It was the Minster to attend the service to commemorate Holocaust Day. That must have been quite emotional.
Very emotional, very moving, and very cold.
Was it cold in the
Minster?
Minster?
We were frozen. There was a draft coming. We don't know where it came from, but we knew where it was going, and we're really cold. And I had plenty of clothes on, but it was a very emotional service, a multi-faith service.
And
it was beautiful.
And this is what I mean. It's the difference, isn't it? It's the diversity of the things, because from there to Wednesday, and then it was bedknobs and broomsticks.
Bedknobs and broomsticks with the children from the coppice school. They're all handicapped in some way, and that was really emotional and because I've been a midwife. I've delivered some of those babies.
Is that right?
Yeah, I must have done.
Yeah.
And that is what got me more than anything. And I found it really big sigh there. Emotional, because those parents want that child to live and to reach the potential of what they've got.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they've got a life to live with a child who's handicapped. But they were wonderful. They were absolutely wonderful. And I would not have... I can't say how much I enjoyed it. It really, really was exceptional. And the parents, the teachers, everything that people do for those children.
So quite an emotional roller coaster of a week.
It was, yes. Yeah.
And talking about that, it being the beginning of a new year, I know close to your heart are three charities, and one, of course, is Baby Beat.
Oh yeah, Baby Beat.
And again, for listeners who maybe don't know, because for anybody who kind of this time of year, maybe they've not decided on supporting a charity throughout the year, I know that Baby Beat is close to your heart from the times that we've met. Maybe you can tell our listeners a little about Baby Beat and also your involvement, because I know that is very important and specific.
I'm now a retired midwife, and when Baby Beat, when we started with Baby Beat, one midwife, a dear colleague of mine, she decided that we hadn't enough equipment to monitor our mums when they were in labour and during pregnancy. And she set up this charity. It was hard work. We did all sorts of things, and we had to get eventually more involvement.
Getting people involved
than we could, than we could do. And we saved hundreds of babies' lives through this charity, and people don't realise. And on our equipment that we've bought for Baby Beat, we've got a logo, and it's a baby beating a drum.
Right.
And it was a midwife who designed that logo. So when everybody goes up to the Cllr Green unit or Chorley, if they see a yellow logo, that is the Baby Beat logo.
And the charity, of course, is still going very strong.
Oh yes, very strong, very, very strong. Yeah.
So without it, as you say, sadly, lots of other babies
we would have lots of babies. We'd have lots of, yes.
And the appeal, it is the Baby Beat appeal, and it's Cllr Green unit, Royal Preston Hospital, Cllr Green. And you can contact them and you can get involved with fundraising and...
Yes, they have a shop.
Do they have a shop? Is the shop based in the...
It's in the unit.
Is it
As
actually
you walk
in the unit?
The shop, they sell chocolates, cards, baby clothes, you name it, they've got it.
Right. And are you able to still help with fundraising with everything else going on?
Well, yes, at the moment, obviously, it had to be one of my charities because I've been a midwife at the unit for so long, and I helped to start the charity with the other group of midwives.
So that's why it's so close to your heart.
It is so close to my heart, it always will be. But as I say, I've now retired as a midwife.
And then the other two, one of course is St Catherine's.
Oh yes.
Which again is one that I know whenever we talk about it again.
Yeah.
And that's why for listeners who are looking maybe and they want to donate, these are the charities that really need the money, aren't they? Because we forget how much money it takes to keep them running.
St Catherine's is absolutely wonderful. We live just round the corner from St Catherine's, and we've been to lots of their events this year. And hopefully, when I finish as mayor, I'm going to be a volunteer for St Catherine's and to help them. We spoke just before Christmas. This is very emotional. We spoke to a gentleman, and I was sitting talking to him. He said, "Oh, I've got lung cancer." And it was in the daycare unit. He's since died. He was a big Preston North End supporter. I can't remember his name, but he was a wonderful man. And he was so happy and so relaxed. And it was the atmosphere at St Catherine's. I can't describe it. There's no unhappiness there.
I know.
It's just so relaxed and so wonderful. And I would recommend anyone to go and have a look round because they do so many wonderful things there at St Catherine's.
We often have people from St Catherine's, when there's events going on, will come into the studio and tell us about it and talk to us about the work. And everybody who works there talk about what they try to achieve there now. They try to make it, even in the circumstances, a place that is joyful and celebratory and whatever.
The patients are so happy. They are happy. And we couldn't be in a better place. This is wonderful. This is what they say to you. We talked to them. We went to see them, and we were in the hairdressing salon with a lady. She had her hair done and she had her makeup done. Photographs taken. She was just so happy. She said, I didn't think I would ever get out of bed again.
And again, from your role as mayor, there are going to be so many people, as you say, when you're no longer the mayor of the South Ribble, that will remain with you, the people that you've met, the things that you've gone along and officiated at. They're going to be memories that will stay there forever.
Yes.
Which must be fascinating. The other charity, and I've forgotten it, so I apologise about that.
Hope for Justice.
Yeah, and that always seems, Baby Beat and St Catherine's, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm always then a little surprised by Hope for Justice, which is a charity around people being trafficked.
It's frightening.
And again, people may think, well,
it doesn't happen here.
In South Ribble,
but
that's right.
It does happen here. And it happens in Penwitham, it happens all around, it happens in Preston. Preston Police are involved with it, with the charity as well. You know, there's a big group of people. And it really, really is frightening that people are being trafficked. Children.
Do they have local offices? Do they have a base in the
Yes, we have a base
area?
in Longton.
Ah, right. So
yes.
Near to us.
Yes.
And then do they have meetings every so often to look
yes.
at what the issues are with the
police?
Yes.
They're all linked up.
I know I was surprised because I was looking on the website this morning when I got to the studio at some of the issues, and again, it is one of those things that you always think it happens in a big city like London, it happens in Manchester, but that it wouldn't be happening in this area.
In our area, but it does. It does happen in our area.
And that's another charity that's looking for people to support them through giving donations.
And they
to
are
them.
very supportive of any event that I do.
Right.
They're always there.
How did that become one of the charities that you got interested in? Was it through knowing someone or going along to a meeting?
They came to, we are town councillors as well on Penwitham Town Council, and they came to talk to us, and we weren't, I think we were on holiday at the time when they came to do the discussion, but we did speak to them because we'd seen a video and everything. And Melvin was mayor of Penwitham last year, and he adopted Hope for Justice as one of his charities and supported them. We gave them quite a lot of money from his charities, and I adopted them because people don't know about it. This is a big problem, and people just don't accept that this happens. And it does, and it's frightening.
Until we met, I must admit, I'd not heard about them.
No.
But again, I was looking at the website this morning, so for our listeners, it's Hope for Justice if you put that in the search engine. And there's some very sad stories on there of people who've been trafficked, the work that they're doing. And I mean, it's not just adults, it's children talking about, it's sexual exploitation, it's employment. So there's some quite sad cases. So it's Hope for Justice if you want to look at the website. So some very emotional things there.
They're all emotional. Yes.
Well, some nice pleasurable things coming up. One is Ladies of Achievement lunch.
Ladies of Achievement, that's tomorrow. I have 3 ladies coming to speak.
What is that? Can you tell us about it?
Ladies of Achievement, it's ladies who've set out in life as normal and built up their what they've done.
Right.
Built up. I've got a lady, I've got Sharon. Sharon is our assistant priest at our church, and she's a non-stipendiary, she doesn't get paid, but she's gone through her own career, which was, I think, physiotherapy. Sorry, Sharon, if I'm wrong. Physiotherapy, and then she went into the church. Her husband is also a priest.
Right.
He's at St Michael's at Hull. And she's absolutely wonderful. What she does with the people and the children is wonderful. You know, she's just done that. I've got a lady from PAE. She started working at the co-op, and she's gone, and she's quite high up PAE now.
Right. And
I've also got Louisa Sterland. She's a beautiful. She's only about 17. She was a choir girl of the year last year, and she's speaking and hopefully singing.
All right,
and she's absolutely fantastic. I've heard her sing at Blackburn Cathedral, Runshaw College, St Mary's,
and got a beautiful voice.
Oh, she's very gentle and delicate girl, but when she sings, She's wonderful.
Oh, I think we shall have to see if we can contact her.
Oh,
see
you
if we could get her to
must.
come and sing in the studio, because we often have people singing live
She's
on air.
absolutely fantastic. She was a choir girl of the year last year. She was, they do a competition.
Oh, that would be nice to follow up. I think
she's
we'll
at
do
Run
that.
Show at the moment.
And is the Ladies of Achievement, is it an annual event? Or
Yes.
It happens
And
yearly?
it's just ladies who come normally. But I think, apparently, according to my I can't call him driver, attendant,
Yes.
we've got a man coming as well.
Ah, right.
And
so that would be the first time if that's happened.
But it's Ladies of Achievement, and it's absolutely fantastic. I've been to several of them, and different speakers and what they've done with their lives, where they've started and where they've ended up. It's wonderful.
And it is lovely to recognise, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The achievement, whatever that achievement is. It doesn't have to be, does it?
It doesn't have to be the top of the world.
That's right. It's just
it's
whatever
what
you
they
make.
have. Yes. And I am so looking forward to being able to host it tomorrow.
Oh, good. So
I really am.
That's a lunch then, and it's at Civic Centre, but people have had to book,
It's at the
haven't they?
Leyland Hotel, actually.
Is it Leyland
yes.
Hotel?
Yes.
And people have had to book it, so
yes, they booked that.
Had to book that one. So that sounds like a nice event. And then the other, and we must. I know we must mention this, because I don't know if Tracy, your secretary, is listening, but it's the Search for a Star, the South Ribble, and again that's an annual event, isn't it?
That's an annual event. Berries from Leyland are sponsoring it, and people are coming, and we're doing the auditions in February. February, I can't remember the date. It's early February.
Yeah, that's right. It's the 6th. 6th of February. That's right.
And we've got people who are over 70 coming to audition.
Who are auditioning?
Yes,
wow,
who are
that's
auditioning.
Lovely. Wow.
Yeah. Any age group.
And it's musical, it's whatever talent, isn't it?
Whatever they want, their talent, what they can do.
And then I think the grand final is on Friday
April.
the 14th. Yeah,
yes,
4th. Right. Sorry, the 4th. It's Friday the 4th of
that's
April
right.
is the final. So
I've got quite a busy thing. We're raising money all the time. We've got the Ladies of Achievement. We're having a curry night at the Champagne in Penwitham.
Right.
And that is £12 per head, and it's a really, really good night, that. And then we've got, I use the Runshaw College for raising money, and they are wonderful. The students who are doing the catering, they put on a wonderful, wonderful meal, and the tickets are going like mad.
Wow.
So if anyone wants to go to Foxholes, please get in touch with Tracy at South Ribble, because they are going like mad on the tickets.
And these are the things probably listeners, maybe people don't all realise, this is the side of one of the sides of the role of the mayor is raising all this money for charity.
Yes, yeah, but not all of that. You're using the students, the people of South Ribble.
Yes, yeah, and bringing people together and communities.
Yeah, and it's absolutely wonderful. We do it twice a year. We did one in October, November, and we're doing this one now. And when the menu came out, I just said, I think I'll just have to start it. Because they're so wonderful what they put on.
That's right.
And you care, and they look after you. Oh, it's like a top. You can't believe how wonderful Foxholes restaurant is, and it's a big plug for you girls and boys there.
That's right, for the work and the meals.
Go on, Tom.
Is Tom the...
Tom is the front of house boy. He's absolutely fantastic.
Maybe we need Tom in as well. And today, when you leave us, you've got a busy day today. But this evening, I have seen them. You're going to watch the Leyland Banding concert.
They're
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
We saw them. We did the Christmas one at St Mary's Church in Leyland, and tonight we're at St Andrews, and they're absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
my husband Melvin can't come with me tonight. He's got another meeting, but my daughter's coming with me.
And lovely to keep brass band music alive. There is something about brass band music.
Absolutely. They are absolutely fantastic.
Lovely.
Really, really.
Well, once again, can I thank you for coming in, and
Pleasure.
Particularly to everybody out there, remember the Search for a Star, that one, the auditions for Mayor of South Ribble's annual talent competition. It's Thursday the 6th of February 2014 at 6 p.m. The grand final will be held on Friday the 4th of April, and if you want to register and find out more, it's 01772 625 301. So that's 01772 625 301. And once again, a big thank you to the Mayor of South Ribble. I look forward to our next meet, Councillor Dorothy Gardner. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
103.2 Preston FM.
Your community.
Your radio.